Tomorrow, okay. I can't wait to see my first grandchild.
Amen. Let's go inside before you start asking us the questions. She's fine. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Would you?
Yes,
What
madam.
are you doing?
I'm making baby's food now.
Who bought this food? It looks so nice.
Mama bought it.
Eh?
Mama bought it.
Okay. Please just bake the one we have at home. Let me go through the nutritional part first.
Okay. Yes.
Okay?
Okay, madam.
Abba, Rita, this place is too cold for the child. You don't have to put on the AC while she's naked.
Mama, thank you. I think I'm matured enough to know what is good to my baby.
Your own child. Are you personalizing her now?
I don't see her I've done wrong by saying it's my child.
So you have to sing it in my ear. Look, Rita, I gave birth to your husband. Even if I'm not into the technology things you young people do these days, doesn't make me ignorant of taking care of children.
Mama, please, it's okay. Just sit down and watch me taking care of Jolomi Jr. I don't want to stress you.
Stress me? Taking care of my own child is stress.
Mama, you know you are old. I don't want to do all this. I'm where I'm here, but I can do it myself.
Look, Rita, I don't appreciate your disrespect. Is this how you treat your own mother?
Mama, please, don't even put my mother into this. I think I've given you enough respect. This is my child. Let me do my duty. Or did anybody take my husband off your hands when he was young? You did your job there. So let me do mine. Thank you.
still awake? What's happening? You don't look very happy.
You can't imagine the effrontery she had to tell me that my granddaughter is not my child.
Mama, but she's correct now.
You're taking her side, Abby.
No, Mama, that's not what I mean. I know she's not supposed to talk to you like that, but you know, this is her first time, and besides, you've done it countless number of times.
I don't even see why people have a nanny in this house, why I'm around. She brought nanny because I was not around. Now that I'm around, let the nanny go.
Okay, that makes sense. But let me talk to her about it. Are you okay?
Okay.
Are you smiling later? I'll see you in the morning.
Alright, let me see.
Mama, you think you can go to my husband's house and decide for me? I will not take it.
Rita, is this the real you?
Do I look fake?
This is my son's house, you know.
And my husband's house, as far as I understand.
It is my son's house and I have authority over him and over you.
Over your son, not me.
You deserve a slap for that.
I want to give me.
Who is slapping me? I want that thing again.
Don't ask me stupid question. Ask your wife.
Rita, did I just hear you say all of that to my mother? I want you to apologize to her.
Eh? Do you know what she did?
I don't want to know. Just apologize first.
I'm sorry.
No, that's not the way to apologize. You have to go down on your knee and
Eh?
tell her like you mean it.
Eh?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
Mom, for God's sake, this is my wife. You don't have to treat her like that. This is our own house. And she's my wife. Now, I need you to apologize to her too.
Eh?
Yes.
Did
You have to apologize to her. She's my wife.
I will do no such thing.
Mama, so you're here. I said to everyone, I wanted to see you.
I'm fine.
What should be resting by now?
I don't feel like resting.
I really wanted to talk to you about the occurrence of yesterday. You see, I tried to talk to Rita and she wouldn't let me. All through the night, she cried and I was between her cries and that of the baby.
So I'm to be blamed, Abby?
No, Mama, I've not said so.
Thank you.
Did I say that? I've not said so. All I'm saying is that you need to reconcile with her. This is because everything you see around me and in this house is mostly by her effort. And all I'm saying is that you have to reconcile with her.
So I should go and beg that little girl. I will do no such
Mama,
thing.
she's not a little girl, she's my wife. And Mama, please, you have to do it because it's very important.
I said I will do no such thing.
Mama, I'm afraid you might have to go. Yes, Mama, you might have to leave.
Leave?
Yes, because I need this family to be together.
Are you sending me out of your house?
You rather reconcile with her or leave for the peace of the family's sake.
Hey.
You have to do something about it. Think about what I just said. It's important because the peace of this house is very important to me.
Hey. Me. I should leave your house, Risha. Okay. Okay, well, we shall see.
Good day, viewers. My name is Rachel Biogene. Welcome to this week's episode of Decisions, and we're having a very rather funny deliberation session today, and it's themed Unappreciated. So, what do you do when, as a daughter-in-law, you don't seem to appreciate your mother's methods, either from recurring experiences or from what she does now? And as a mother-in-law that really love your son and you really love your grandchild, how do you undo what you term a bad daughter-in-law? Alright, stay tuned. We have two wonderful guests with us today, and first on my list is the very wonderful looking, very beautiful Mrs. Deborah Olorunda, all the way from Redeemed Christian Church of God, and she's also a midwife. Hello ma, welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you around.
Thank
You
you
look
very much.
splendid.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. And then we have someone that we're quite used to, is the always handsome looking, I have a small caution thing, don't tell anybody. Okay, Reverend Boma George is the administrator of New Warwick Bishopric Church God Mission Praise Center. Good day, sir.
Thank you.
It's good to see you again.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, we saw the video clip. We saw what was happening in his home, and the first question we would love to ask now is, what is the role of mother-in-laws in the taking care of grandchildren? Is there a role? If at all there is, what is the role, and to what extent should that role be checked? Ma.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, mother-in-laws, Nigerians, we call the term omugo,
Yes.
where the mother-in-law comes in to take care of a child, a grandchild. It's like a family reunion, where there's supposed to be love and oneness, and the mother brings her experience maybe with her children, and then the wife also she's actually coming to help the daughter-in-law to take care of the baby. That is just the major role, but most times the daughter-in-law might not be able to send her on all the errands, so she might still need somebody else there. The major thing the mother is coming to do is take care of the baby, so she might also need another help, because after delivery she will need time to rest, and get herself back.
How long is naturally supposed to last?
In Nigeria, it's 3 months.
Okay.
But that also depends on the woman that gave birth and her husband. When they decide, okay, if it's 1 month, mama is going to stay, or 2 months, mama is going to stay. Whatever they decide, but usually, maybe after child education, when the woman can now start going about her normal activities, then the mother-in-law goes.
Okay, so is it something that should be compulsory? What happens when I can hire a nanny that is maybe 3 in fact? One that is older, take care of the baby. One that is younger, carry the baby, and someone to just, like, when there's enough. I think most times it starts from the fact that an average African home might not be financially buoyant enough to acquire the services of a nanny, whether older or younger. So what happens when you can afford the services of that? Is it okay to set it aside?
No, the bottom line of all we are saying is that it's an issue of love. Baby has come into the family. God has blessed the family with a newborn baby, and one way the mother-in-law wants to show her love is by rendering service, coming out and to render service. Under normal circumstances, it's supposed to be a thing of joy, and that even her mother-in-law parting will be something of pain to the daughter-in-law, that the kind of love she has enjoyed all this season is going to cease. But unfortunately, because of the issues that come with all this mother-in-law fracas, we tend to say, okay, what she ought to do, if we can afford a nanny, why don't we bring in a nanny, so that we don't strain the relationship between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law.
Okay. Ordinarily, outrightly right now for this case, it seems as though the issue is the orthodox method of the mother-in-law. But I think there's something that is that is underlining. It's not. There's more to it that meets the eyes. So how do you handle issues? Must there be an issue? Okay, must there be an issue between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law? Why is it? Because I know of young ladies right now that they already planned how to take care of their mother-in-laws as it were, take care as it were. And for some that do not have mother-in-laws, they're even happy. That like what she said, I don't have an issue.
No, the truth is that a mother will always want to pamper a child, and even at there are so many people that are in their 50s, 60s that still have mothers. When they go and visit their mothers will still tell them, don't do this, so don't do this. But these people are adults, you understand? So it's just that because of her own experience, she wants to use that experience to guide the child, but she needs to realize that this child is now on his own and can make decisions on their own. Especially in these orthodox methods, there are a lot of issues that come up in the hospital when the mother-in-law says, oh, this is how we do it before. And because of science, there is always change in, like now, they used to use psychiatrine powder to cover the cord and wrap it around for some days for it to fall. But now they just use spirit to wipe, so it brings a lot of issues. And then managing a woman after delivery, the woman will say, you must mash your body, you must do this, and yes. And we say all those things. Sometimes the hot water they use is too hot. So it burns the woman's skin instead of giving her warmth or even, relieving her pain, you understand? So all those issues are what usually comes up. But they need to realize that these women, is their child, like she said, but it's just that her approach, was not too good. But there are some decisions she has to make and say, well, this is how I want it to be.
Okay.
The husband and wife make.
I also want to say that fundamentally, the mother of the man coming to the home should know that there is a shift in position.
Yes, I was going to ask that.
She's no longer.
Where's the thin line between?
She should know that once the son is married, she's no longer number one again in his heart. And she must accept that, whether she likes it or not.
That's not always easy.
It's not easy
Even for the child too, it's not easy.
It's not easy
because he's used to
the mother
making decisions.
Fine. But it's a different ball game altogether.
Yeah.
There's a cleaving now and a detaching. You will honor your mother. You will honor your father. This their responsibility for life. But in terms of governorship, rulership of the home, it's a new unit altogether. And so it's no longer what the mother says. She no longer calls the shots. It doesn't work again. So she should be able to accept that. And also the son too should be able to tell her that, Mama, maybe this lady self is not coming from her own background, from the same village and all the rest of them. So please, as you come, let there be peaceful and all the rest of them. I mean, if they plan it so well, I mean, these things will not even happen.
I think
another thing is, we are human beings. Even the husband and wife, they will always have issues. They have issues. You understand? So it's bound to you're bound to have some issues. With your mother-in-law, with your daughter-in-law. But how you now handle it is what is.
I think we just take a pause there and talk about that, which is a very crucial issue to the mothers and to the daughters. How do you and even to the sons themselves, because they form a crucial role, being a man of the house. Okay, so but we have to go on a very short break and we'll be right back. Please do not go anywhere. You could just look down the screen. Our social media, the handles are all there. Go say something, ask your questions, and let us know what you think. Get back to your own issue, but right now it's just your mother-in-law that's going to kill you right now. How do you undo it as a Christian?
Maybe the mama is living in Efron, meanwhile you are living in Lagos. So whenever she's coming, maybe it's arrival.
You know that you are bound to even offend the person in the next 2-3 days, not knowingly anyway. But things you just as it happens.
Welcome back to Decisions. We are still on Unappreciated and we still have Mrs. Olorinda and Reverend Boma George in the house. How you doing?
Very fine.
Okay. We're just getting to the crux of the matter before we had to go on a break. And the first question we're going to ask, should you go for the men or for the women first?
Go ahead with Mrs.
Okay, I should speak first.
Okay. What now to all the young ladies out there, how do you undo wicked mother-in-law? So now we're assuming we're assuming that it's not your fault, you're a very good person, you are this, you are that, in as much as we'll get back to your own issue. But right now it's just your mother-in-law that's going to kill you right now. How do you undo it as a Christian in a way you are not you're not dishonoring her, but at the same time rules are known and boundaries are made?
Okay, thank you very much. Well, to handle a mother, like the Bible says that no matter what, when Jesus was asked how many times in a day will you forgive someone, I said 70 times, 70 times. So that means no matter how much you are offended, you should forgive. The only thing is that you need to clarify in a polite way. Say, please, I don't like this, I don't like this. Although sometimes it might get to the extent that you are really angered, as in you are really angry. The thing is, try just to ignore at that moment you know, and come back later when you think whatever you say will not be taken, because they usually hold on to what you say, you know.
She
So
did this to me, she said
yeah,
this to me.
she said this to her. So you try to hold yourself at that moment, then come back later and say, well, Mama, I don't like this, I don't like this. This is what I want, you know.
But you know, it's not always that easy, especially in an African setting. Abroad, everybody knows self-respect, self-this, but around here, once you are older, God help you, you are the
Well,
mother.
if you are able to speak to her once and she doesn't like it, then the next time it's your husband, you will tell her, see
Fine.
what Mama did, and I don't like it. So maybe people should handle it. You're in you know, you are her son, so better you handle
It's
it.
very that is core, because no matter the kind of love existing between you and your husband, for him to hear that you are running down the mother,
Yeah.
it's really a big problem. And the one best way, like she said, is actually tell your husband there's an issue you need to sort out. He knows the weakness of the mother. I mean, he needs to press it deep into her that, Mama, this is a different setting. This is not village. This is not Papa's house. Somebody has come to join with me to form, and God said, this one that he has joined together, man should not put asunder. So if you do that and there's disintegration of this marriage, God will hold you responsible. I believe that when these things are ironed out, you know, and sometimes maybe Mama is trying to talk. He say, son, say, Mama, it's okay now. Let me see you somewhere. But this outburst is not right in the home, especially where
Shows that
Christ is the head.
sometimes the mother will say, your wife is not taking me like her mother, oh, you know, and then that's why the woman, when she has an issue, wants to try and go and meet the mother and settle it, but then it brings up issues again, so she has to turn back and go to the husband. Well, this is how your mother wants it, so let's settle it the way you people want it. And also the mother should realize, women should, you know, the elderly women, they always forget that they were once in that situation. They were young and in that situation. So they should realize that these are young people, they are growing up, they will make some mistakes here and there. It's for you to correct them in love and try and understand your daughter-in-law,
Yeah.
so that you understand what she likes, what she doesn't like, and, you know, try and, you know, you should take her like your child too, you know, try and understand her, and it will help the
The
relationship.
man has a lot of role to play,
Yes.
because the mother-in-law doesn't know much about the girl.
Yes.
You brought her in and you took her to your house. Maybe the mama is living in Efron, meanwhile you are living in Lagos. So whenever she's coming, maybe it's arrival of a newborn baby. But the man has stayed with the mother for these years before he got married. And then for marrying the wife, that means he knows few things about her. I mean, so everybody has his weakness. Maybe if maybe the wife you marry is temperamental, when there's issues like that, you tell her, look, I know you, for the mama is around now, just let's comport ourselves. I mean, and if you're a child of God, of course the Bible is very clear. When there is challenge, endure, patience, then if it doesn't really not working out, you switch the gear to long suffering. And we know that, of course, that is not going to last forever. So that peace will reign.
Yes.
You need to keep this family units together.
Is that an issue with the man asking the mother to apologize?
It's a very difficult thing for him to do there. It's something he ought to have discussed with the mother inside privately. Not in his presence. Come on, you are demeaning your mother. You can't do that. I personally can't do that. I should do it. If I love my mother very well, of course. I look like my mother. So, so I'll tell her, Mama, this thing, you know, now it don't make me vex. How are we going to go about it? It's not good. Mama will, because of the love she has for me, just to please me, she will not do it in my presence. She will call her and tell her that, I'm sorry, this is my daughter, forget, ask me they come from, and please, let us leave it there.
So,
I'm sorry.
Okay, but the man telling the wife to apologize at that moment was okay.
The man also is a very wrong approach. What do you want to prove? What do you want to prove, that you are the chief judge of the house? No, it's wrong. The bottom line is peace to reign. It takes time for people to trust each other. And so that family, as she came in, is a learning process, work in progress. that as long as mama keeps on coming to this home, some of these issues she will now know that it's not actually an issue. And say mannerism,
yes,
let
it's
me
Is
just-
there
go
no
on.
way that this thing can be solved before marriage, during courtship? Most people court for like 2 years and all.
Yeah.
There's the way phone calls once in a while,
No matter how,
visits.
see, even the husband and wife that got when they get married, there are some things you will now get to know that you never knew. There's some people that even courted for 8 years.
Yes.
When they get married, they are still seeing new things
Yes.
about. There are some
Every
you
day.
can't know a person
You don't
totally.
graduate,
So there is no way.
that's it. As it comes, you
It cannot be
pragmatic.
Let's shift a little bit and take it to on spiritual matters.
Okay.
How do they handle it spiritually? Because okay, the mother-in-law made a statement. You want me to leave? You will see. Okay, we're Africans. You know, sometimes that can get actually really deep.
Yes.
You know, these two things, that's two scriptures. Number one, they feel that the honor means that they are totally in charge, which is wrong. And then the other one, which they also refuse to understand some of the time. They just believe that it has always been in the Bible. Anyway, women, they are seen like, you know, if a man commits adultery, it's not an issue, it's for a woman. Yeah, all those things. It's been there.
Yes.
It's been there. So it's like the man is the superhuman being. And that's how it's been. But somehow, with knowledge and wisdom, we can actually jump past these hurdles without much stress.
Okay.
We need to take responsibility as men to ensure that once these challenges come up, we have a way of solving the problems as they come up.
Okay, now finally, just final things to say to the wife, to the mother, and to the son before we round up.
Everybody needs to take responsibilities of your actions, and then the thing is, we need to realize that we will just keep offending each other. So the easier it is, just settled. When something happens, just say it and let it end there. Don't let something that that you are bound to even offend the person in the next 2-3 days, not knowingly anyway. But things you just so. As it happens, just settle it and keep going, so that you don't drag on things, because the devil has a way of coming in when there's more
strife and
there's strife.
We must always have at the back of our mind that our marriages must be better from where we started to where we are going to. So the change factor must be part and parcel of us, as there are things that we do to make people not to be compatible. If we see ourselves as the culprit, we should be able to change so that we get a better society. So that there will be no carryover from the lady and say, okay, no problem. When I have my own daughters, by then so it's transferred. Society is not changing by that.
Because people keep looking forward to
to one that will be in charge, which is a very wrong.
So at one point I just got from that is, do not always point the accusing fingers. It's mama's fault, my husband's fault. Check out what you are doing.
Take your responsibility for your
and take care of
actions.
it. I hope you have been, would I say blessed now? I hope something you've gotten a better knowledge of what to do. For those of you that are already married and those of you that are looking forward to getting married, your mother-in-law does not have to be an obstacle in your house. She can be a mother, depends on your understanding and maturity. We hope you enjoyed yourself, because we did. I did. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to look under the screen and go to our social media and say something. Let's hear what you have to say. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Rachel again. See you next time.
I don't know what it is that brought you here today. I don't know what it is you've been looking for. Lift your head up to the sky. God is ready for you.